Wait for a couple of y'all to get up in here. And then we're gonna do what we do. Man, it got cold out there, y'all. Wait for a couple of y'all to get up in here. And then I'm gonna kick this knowledge, man. I'm gonna kick this knowledge. I'm gonna kick a little bit of boxing, man. At least about maybe an hour. I may give y'all an hour. Excuse me. Give or take how I feel, how the live is going, how the motion is feeling. But you know, we're gonna drop some nuggets. Ooh, that was good. Apparently people trying to figure out how the hell Long John Silver's ain't went out from his. So y'all say I got that super sampler platter. This bad bitch cost me $17.74. Now see how that fish like. Let me smell it. It don't smell bad. One in the building. We'll wait till we get a couple more up in here. I don't want y'all to miss this motion. I don't want y'all to miss this motion. See, you guys be on here listening to fans, right? That's because at the end of the day, if you are somebody that comes online and you talk boxing, you're a fan. If all you do is create content, you're a fan. But what category of fan are you as a content creator? Are you a jealous fan? Are you a wannabe fan? Right? Now these wannabe fans been speaking on Tank Davis and the fact that this fight got canceled, right? And we're gonna unpack that, man. You're going to unpack that in 2 seconds. I'm about to unpack it for y'all, man. I'm just putting on my comfortable Crocs. Coming out these heavy ass boots, man. The day is over. The day is over. About them heavy boots, right? All right, hold on. Let me share this real quick, and then I'm gonna get to getting on my topic, man. I'm gonna get on my topic. Shout out to Champ Side. See, I had a little bit of time today. Whenever I'm laboring, I could be a lot more active on social media as far as like X and YouTube and the different things, so I could watch more stuff. I could post more, right? Because I'm laboring. But let me share this, and then I'm gonna break the internet real quick, right? I'm gonna break the internet. Right now, in all likelihood, please share the content, hit the like button, because you know how they do. They are going to attempt to hide this and drown this out, because I'm going to speak on real player-ish. This isn't chitlin circuit talk. This isn't jealous fan talk. This isn't, oh, if I don't watch you, if you know, I organize behind the scenes with people and I don't watch you, you're not gonna grow. Talk. This is actual boxing industry talk, right? And more importantly, it's validation for your guy, because something was said and I was like, yo, I already told everybody about this, man. But now when you hear from an actual player, oh man, not only does it hold weight, it just gives me more credibility as a journalist, which I have a company, but I'm no longer, I consider myself a journalist like that. I'm a young aspiring manager. So, but it just gives me validation when I was going hard on my, media, reporting shit, right? But without further ado, right, we're going to get to this Lou. Shout out to Lou dibella. Shout out to Champside. For those of y'all that watch Champside, I know y'all do. I seen I was very active in that brother's chat today. Like I said, I know Champside from the field. I covered fights with Champside. Champside has been outside, still outside. So I never ever questioned him on some outside stuff. A lot of times when me and Champside didn't agree, it was just with certain politics in the game. And you don't always gonna agree with people. But as far as covering boxing and being outside, Champside is certified, man. But let's get to this Lou dibella, man. And please, whoever's in here, let me know you can hear this, right? And before the trolls try to come in here, look, I'm going to do something real quick. Because I know they're going to send the trolls over here. So I'm going to just, to eliminate the trolls from even coming over here with the goofiness, we're going to go right here. We're going to go right here with this green screen. That way, when these guys come over here with their goofiness, they are not an MFing factor, right? All right. That'll keep them up out of here, too. The gay trolls, the homosexual trolls, that right there keeps them up out of here. But let me know if y'all can hear this audio. If you can hear the audio and you in here, please put source in the chat. Because it's important that you hear this audio. It's important that you hear this audio. If you don't hear this audio, you're not going to be able to understand what's going on.
Behind all the holiday magic is you.
Let me know you can hear this audio.
I know it wasn't. This is new stuff that is popping up.
Why do you want to make something inherently more dangerous? Why?
You tell me.
No, you tell me.
Well, you're asking a question that you know the answer to.
Yeah, so do you.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm literally asking you, why do you think that they are banging the drum, and why does this bother you so much?
Because it's a health and safety issue. No one gives
a fuck. Can y'all hear this audio?
Anything else?
Always love having this gentleman on.
Can y'all hear the audio?
He shoots from the...
Can y'all hear the audio? Did y'all hear that audio? He shoots from the hip. Did y'all hear that? That was Lou dibella. Let me know if y'all heard that. 4 in the building, man. All it is a Y, a yay or a nay. Did y'all hear that or no?
A yay or a nay?
Yes or no, man? Let me know. Yes or no. See, you look, to be honest, if you over here watching, and it's a couple of y'all watching, it's a simple question, yes or no. Did you hear the audio? Yes or no? Type it, man. So all you got to do is type before I proceed, man. Cause I don't want to play the audio and you don't hear it. If you heard the audio, let me know, man. Let me know that you heard that audio, man. All right, let me know that you heard the audio. If you heard the audio, that is important part of the show right here. Did you hear this audio?
Yeah.
Good to be here.
You look much different.
Yeah, I mean, I wait a lot.
Thank you for the like, but do you hear the audio? It's what is important. I don't even care about the likes. I need you to let me know that you hear the conversation between these two men right now that I'm playing. Because if you don't hear the conversation, you're lost in the source.
like bombardment of trolls, like, you fat slob. You know? So I took it seriously. 3 days later, I went on a diet. I'm down 60 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you. Okay,
I feel a lot better.
Let me fix this for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want you to look good.
All right. Thanks, bro. Thank you. And to all those people, those trolls, I just want to say one thing. You're still mean and a shitty person. And I lost all the weight.
Well
So
done.
there you go.
Well
Did
done.
you hear him
Well
say
done.
he
Okay,
lost
there's a
all
lot
the
to talk
weight?
to you about. I always love having you on. You shoot from the
Well,
hip.
the last time I came on, I was like sort of prepared. There was a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about.
You don't want to
This
be
time- No, here, like, I'm just like, go for it. Like,
Okay.
what I want to talk about, like, let's spit it out. Let's go.
Let's.
But
You don't want to
this
be
time-
here.
No, here, like, I'm just like, go for it. Like,
Okay.
what I want to talk about, like, let's spit it out. Let's go.
Let's talk about Jake Paul and Tank Davis because I think we disagree on this one. In fact.
No, I don't think we disagree as much as you think.
Okay.
Well,
Well, yesterday via text.
No, yeah, because I like, dude, like, they're not Mother Teresa, and it had nothing. It's easy to cancel something if you're 30% sold, as opposed
Let me
to
stop. Did y'all
70%
catch that? You catch that? You heard what he just said right there? That's Lou DiBella. Boxing After Dark. Put on a lot of shows for the PBC, at Barclays. All the shows that you guys, that us that really was outside went to and covered, right? You heard what he just said? I had to stop it. Hopefully y'all heard that, right? It's easy to cancel a show when it's less than 30% sold. Now, everybody's saying that Jake Paul, because of the civil allegations, shut the show down. No, he shut the show down because they're not selling no tickets, man. And he was able to use that loophole, which you're going to hear, and which I've been saying for years, about how these guys over there not only are unprofessional, they're now who these YouTubers, and look, I'm not going to use what what's the name called them, but shout out to Champside. What Champside called that sucker. See, these narratives that these guys that sit around online and, you know, they're computer guys and stuff like this, they are not outside. They sit on the internet and manipulate people on the internet, right? Lou DiBella is going to say something that I put people on to for years and years, but my work was overlooked, and I have a list of all the people that I know overlook my work. Now you have to pay like you weigh for my work, especially in boxing. If you want me to make phone calls for you, if you want to use my services, you got to pay for this shit now, right? YouTube, I just come on here and front on niggas now. Niggas and bitches both, man. We don't discriminate. But 30% of this show, right? 30% of the show is not sold, so it's easy to cancel it. Hopefully y'all caught that, man.
It's easy to cancel something if you're 30% sold as opposed to 70% sold, right? There's principle involved. But they did the right thing, which in combat sports often doesn't happen. So if that was your point to like slap him on the back for that and taking jabs about like his mistreatment of women, you know, it's funny because I said something about Tank the last show I did with you, and I got a lot of flack for it because I said that I didn't enjoy particularly working with him, right? And actually when before my split with Heyman, you know, Tank surrounded himself by a lot of knuckleheads, and and there's been a lot of crazy behavior. There's been a lot of incidents. There've been a lot of videos. You know, Jake, I think, alluded to on.
Yo, he already said he surrounded himself with knuckleheads, a lot of crazy behavior, unprofessional behavior. Damn, that's Lou DiBella now, man. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do. That goes against what a lot. And this is, look, my credibility. I'm right here. But that right there is the actual promoter. That is, you already said, I was one of Al's guys. He was putting on the show. Shout out to Lou, though, man. Lou gave me a lot of credentials coming up. Covering Rest in Peace to Patrick Day. Covered a lot of Lou DiBella fight cards, man. Shout out to Lou. But that's the actual promoter saying some of the things that I have been saying for years. And you have slime balls that's on this internet that have no credibility in life, but they tried to downplay the shit that I spoke on my experience in boxing, but now you are hearing it from a player, Hall of Famer. I wanted to play all that from the beginning. 2020 Hall of Fame inductee just said this about Gervonta Davis and them. Basically saying they're unprofessional. Hopefully y'all caught that.
The two online, maybe he saw a video. Well, I could show him another video that's out there on YouTube from a previous public display of domestic violence. You know, Tank has a lot of shit, but guess what? He always got away with it. He always fought. I just my
man, look, he always fought. He always got away with it. Didn't I say that about all those guys over there? I was like, yo, they do crackhead activities, man. They do some BS, and they always get away with it, man. They always get away with it, man. They always get away with it. You know why they get away with it? Because there's so many dummies that sit online. Dummy fans, jealous fans, motherfuckers that don't do nothing, that just want to be a part of something. And it's easy to be a follower and not a leader. See, a leader leads. A leader leads. And I told you that these guys were always pieces of shit. And now you're hearing it.
I just my disagreement with you was really over the fact I don't think they deserve to be crowned for it.
I don't think I was doing that.
And I think that it's easier if you're 80% sold out and there's a gigantic amount of buzz about it. See, I think that sometimes things make economic sense until they no longer make economic sense. And
y'all understand? Let me stop that. See, remember what he just said? When it makes sense, it makes sense. See, a lot of times, Earl Spence, all those guys over there, Charlos, Adrian Broner, it was making sense. But once it stops making sense, nobody gives a fuck about them. They're not going to put up with the antics and the bullshit. That's what we're seeing taking place right now. Hopefully y'all are following this, man. Two in the building, man. We run the trolls out here with the big butts. Never trust a big butt and a smile.
Make economic sense. And there was no reason to continue with this event. They had an out. He wasn't being cooperative. Every single thing Jim said.
Yo, hold on. Didn't I say that to y'all yesterday, man? You know, you listen to these guys with no motion. Respectfully, they don't have motion, man. Fuck views. Views could be bought, man. They don't come on here with no substance. You hearing this from a player, man. You hearing this from a player. Look, we made these last night. I kept mine in my car. Me and my daughter last night at the family night, right? These guys never have no substance. That's why I don't waste my time with a lot of these guys. I don't click up with them. I don't want to be around them. I don't want them on my panel. I don't want their fellowship. None of that, because they don't do nothing. And when you try to come on here and speak on real experiences, they can't relate to it because they're programmed to views. But what did he just say, man? Did he just sound like I talked to him or I listened to something he put me on to, right? Did you just hear what he just said? Did you just hear what he said?
I don't think Jake said in that tweet that I sort of needled him about. Because, like, let's face reality. Gervonta hasn't changed who he is. He's been the same person forever. You know, I mean, there was, like I said, back when, there was a particular event that Al wanted me to promote. It involved Davis. I'll give you one of the other people that were on the card, Adrian Broner, and one more group. All three of them I'd had way big problems with promoting them in Brooklyn.
Way big problems with promoting them in Brooklyn. But you listen to these guys that tell you all these lies. They're never outside. See, I've been outside, man. You just didn't pay attention, but a lot of y'all did pay attention. I've been outside. Not only have I been outside, I have the receipts to show it all over the YouTube. Just because you say I don't do views doesn't mean that I wasn't gaining experience, really getting strong and growing. Because as you hear, this is a Hall of Famer sounding like Sauce.
With all sorts of incidents at hotels, with a lot of...
Incidents in hotels. Damn, too bad Malik's not in here. I remember I said, yo, that nigga Charlo ruined the hotel room. He destroyed a hotel room. Now you hear the promoter saying that. Shout out to Lou dibella. Incidents in hotels. How's the content looking? Look, I'm getting drunk, y'all. Yo, maybe they'll come over here now. Look, I'm drinking. This is a cold one. Send them over here now. Look, I'm drinking. Too bad I don't got nothing to smoke. I'm drinking. Maybe y'all send them over here now. I'm getting high and drunk, y'all. And you know I got a gun on me. So, you know I got a gun on me. Send them over here now, man. Incidents in hotels, man. Incidents in hotels.
It's at hotels with a lot of people that you really wouldn't want around, buzzing around. And I basically, at that moment in time, said that I don't want to do the show. Like, I don't want to promote the show. Go to somebody else, get him to do it. I don't want to do it. So I see, like, some of what he's talked about, I get completely. But the history of Gervonta's been there forever. So it was there when he picked him.
Sure.
Now, that being said, you know
But nothing was pending, right?
No,
Nothing was pending.
look, your point's well taken. He can't.
Two things pop up in the midst of the promotion.
But this was also a civil matter.
Civil
matters pop up all the time. He wasn't
all the time
charged. The new.
I know.
He wasn't.
This is new stuff that is popping up.
But
here's my question to you. Here's my question to you, because you're focusing on the ticket sales, which is fair. Like,
no, I'm not focusing on only
well, you
ticket
could
sales.
go online and see that it wasn't selling.
If it was selling hot, would the same thing have happened? I'm not saying
there it is right there. If it was selling hot, like he just said, if it was at 80% sold out, they wouldn't have said shit. But being that it was under 30% sold, are y'all following this, man? I'm gonna get drunk, man. Send them over here. I'm getting drunk, y'all. I'm drinking. That's what these guys do, right? We throwing them back, talking boxing. Oh, that shit is strong. This is a good German beer. Strong German beer. We're getting drunk, man. Send them over here now.
If I don't know.
But here, let me ask you this. What do you think the gate would have been for this event at Kaseya Center? 2
I
million?
don't know,
3 million?
I don't know, but it didn't. I mean, if you went online to buy tickets, it didn't look good.
What do you think it would be?
It did not look
million?
good.
2, 3, 4?
I don't know.
Let's
Here's
just
another one, by the way.
Let's
He wasn't being cooperative.
He wasn't being cooperative.
Maybe
Unprofessional.
Also said, we've had enough. Like this, we bargained for a big event. Jake's pulling his end.
I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. But here's the thing. Let's just say it's 4 million. I don't think it would have been that high, but let's say 5, 6. Okay. What do you think the fee is that they're getting from Netflix? You think it's more than that?
Oh yeah.
So why would you pull an event? Pay for the damn crowd. You're still walking away with.
Look, he just gave away the game too. See what he just said? Pay for the damn crowd. Because Netflix is paying him a fee like a motherfucker. But he didn't want to fuck with him. Know why? The tickets ain't selling. What he did was what I said. He exposed Gervonta's brand. He exposed the machine over there, right? With the tickets not selling, right? He basically pulled the plug, backdoored him, because what's name already has his situation with Netflix, Jake Paul. Now he made Gervonta Davis look like what he is, unprofessional, brings a lot of bullshit to the game. You heard what Lou dibella said. He showed this to the people at Netflix, this. The event's not selling. Jake Paul did his part, trying to promote this fight. Tank Davis, what Lou just said, was being difficult, unprofessional. So now with Netflix, look, and this is, man, to me, this is validation as a journalist. Because when I spoke about a lot of these things, man, I was ridiculed, man. They tried to cast me away. But now look at me. Like I said, Shot News Boxing, serious inquiries only, man. Mr. 15%, man. If you are a snake in the grass, if you are somebody who went against me over content, by all means, we can never do nothing. I'm just being, I don't work that way. I don't work that way. If you got a snake skin, you still got it over here, man. If I didn't cut your head off, just stay over there, because if you get too close to me, I'm gonna cut your head off. I don't deal with snakes, man. And a lot of you guys are content snakes, man. Jealous content fan snakes, man. But validation is upon us right now.
3x than the gate. All of you are fixating on the ticket sales when they're getting a massive bag from Netflix.
I wasn't criticizing.
But you understand?
I wasn't criticizing him. The right thing happened. Okay. However, if you really we're a company dominated by women boxers. We're all about the women. You wouldn't pick Davis in the first place. You know that.
It's a very fair point.
No, it's a valid point.
He just exposed them once again, right? If you're all about the powering of women boxing, and shout out to Raquel Miller, signed with MVP Promotions. I don't know if you guys seen that. I seen that on social media as well today. Man, I'm getting drunk, y'all. Bottoms up, man. Hit the like button, man. A lot of y'all been in and out of here, man. Look, yo, the big ass right there. You know, the guys that come in here with the bullshit, that shit is sending them out of here. You peep that? You peep that? The ones that come over here with the gay, homophobic comments, they flying out of here, right? Because they're he-man woman haters. They wouldn't know what to do with that right there, man. See, I let them troll for a long time, right? Talk about how I look, my looks and all of that. And they always talk about my looks. You're Beetlejuice. You're ugly, right? Look at them now, man. Where they at now, man? That big stallion ass right there got them running up out of here, man. Got the homosexual trolls running up out of here, man. They don't even want to leave no homosexual comments right now. But man, Lou dibella is exposing it, man. If you are a women's power to the women type of company, why did you even want to do business with Javante in the first place?
Valid point. It's really an argument you really can't negate, right? If there was a real concern about it, and by the way, not for nothing, I love Mike. I love the person Mike Tyson is now compared to who he was. But if that was your complete focus, either you might not have chosen Mike either, right? So, it's not about anything else.
It's very hard to play the moral high ground.
There is no moral high ground in fucking boxing.
Exactly.
There's no fucking moral high ground.
There is no more high ground in boxing. It's not. It's all about the mighty dollar. For the love of money. It's all about for the love of money. But Javante, the narrative is over now. Jake Paul has exposed his brand. I said it yesterday. I said, damn, he exposed his brand. Look on my Twitter. I've been active on Twitter now the last couple of days. I tweeted this. I said, yo, Jake Paul exposed his brand and then pulled the fight. But you're listening to dudes that don't even have a brand. They have views, man. They don't have a brand. They have views, man. These guys do views, man, with no brand. They always doing views, man. They always want to talk to you about their views. And they try to downplay me because I come on here and talk about my brand and my business with no views. But yeah, you hear a Hall of Famer spitting some of the things that I said. How's the content looking, y'all? How's the content looking? I'm not going to stay on that long. I've been on for a half hour talking boxing. I see media workouts popped off today. Didn't I say that was going to happen? But shout out to Devin and them. I want to give Bill his flowers real quick, right? Speaking of brands, I have a brand, right? I want to give Bill his flowers, right? Like I said, I always don't see eye to eye with them. And it's not really them. It's just like I said, my stance comes from social media. When I see some of the people that quote unquote represent the Haney brand on social media, and I know that I don't fuck with them, and I know they try to do things behind the scenes against me, I just carry it different, man. I carry it different. But I do commend Bill, because what I see what's going on, right? Shout out to Troy Isley and Charles Conwell. I don't know if Charles Conwell's out there, but I definitely know Troy Isley is on deck. And what's the name? He's out there in Saudi with Team Haney, right? Yo, Jihad had that opportunity, man, right? They reached out to Jihad for sparring. So Devin Haney has all his sparring partners out there. See? Jihad should have took the opportunity, right? Missed out on it. But I think he is going to Riyadh. But he would have been there right now, getting paid. But I want to commend Bill for that. And Team Haney, right? They all call what we call spreading the wealth. They're looking out, right? So salute to them for that, man, right? They've been in Riyadh since I think Sunday. They're getting adjusted to the time. Shout out to them though, man. You know. But how is the content looking, man? Hopefully y'all caught that. I got that. I'm about to wrap this up, man. Maybe I'll come back on at the crib, man. I just wanted to come on and push that line real quick, man. I pushed that line real quick, man. You know? You know? Push that line real quick. Hopefully y'all caught and enjoyed the sauce. I changed the green screen background up for a reason, right? Because that's to get to the trolls, man. Because you know these guys be in here trolling me. When you throw a nice piece of flesh up there in their face, fucks the game up, man. But yes, once again, shout out to Champside. Champside called him Knock. What do you call it? Knockho. Right? Knockho. And then y'all gotta clean this up for Tank, man. Tank Davis, that was the promoter. Lou DiBella's the promoter, man. So check your sources, you know? Especially if you talk boxing. And put some respect on my brand. This is a brand, right? But Lou DiBella kicked a lot of shit that I said. Unprofessional. Problems with them in the hotels. He did not want to work with them. If 80% or 70% of the tickets were sold, the show probably would have still went on. But it's easy to cancel it when it's less than 30, right? This is these things that I was saying. And then what else did I tell y'all, put y'all on to that y'all overlooked, right? He was being difficult. Then you add the fact that civil lawsuit, that was a way for, what did I tell you yesterday? I said for them to opt out now. Because you have all type of, see, these guys claim to know contracts and look at contracts and all that. When you are in a contract with somebody, there's all kind of stipulations in that contract that if you fuck up, if you do this, they can slide on you. And that's what they did. And I want to thank Lou DiBella for, man, dropping the sauce on that, man. Definitely. Matter of fact, let me put the link, because I'm about to get off. I'm pretty much, I put my work in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get off and you know, get ready to go home. I may come back on, I may not. In all likelihood, I probably won't be back on. If I do, I'll be at the gym. But you see how I do that now. I don't really give y'all the gym content that long no more. Right? But that is the actual interview that he did. Great interview. Check it out. And when you do check it out, and you, like I said, you go to these guys' channels that are quote unquote insiders that do things in boxing, bring up some of these facts right here, because these are facts. Lou DiBella is a Hall of Fame promoter. Boxing After Dark on HBO, that was his thing, right? But look into that. I ain't talking about November 22nd, Clarence. I'm talking about Tank Davis being exposed, his brand being exposed, Jake Dore backdooring him. Now the whole face of boxing shit holds no weight. It holds no. Jihad's not fighting November 22nd. That fight is off. That fight is off. You ain't get the memo? That fight is off. Jihad, that fight is not taking place at the Paramount. If you follow his IG page, you should see he ain't promoting it. He hasn't had a post about that. That fight fell through. That fight fell through a while ago. That's why if you notice, Jihad be in Riyadh for the fights. But he could have been in Riyadh right now with Team Haney, man. They reached out to him, but he declined. He could have been over there right now, like Troy Isley, and I think maybe Charles Conwell and shit like that. But yeah, definitely check out that interview, man. Fire interview. And when you do, right, and y'all pull up in like, yo, look, Champs, I said it, so I'm gonna say it. And you pull over there with Knockho, right? Be like, yo, man, you don't make no sense, homie. I thought you was in the game. Why is the promoter, look, because all these dudes is in denial about Tank Davis. So a nigga that actually does business with him, did business with him, be like, yo, man, are they hating on him too? Say, yo, Lou DiBella. I said, yo, I watched Lou DiBella say he's difficult to work with. He's unprofessional. They fuck up hotels and shit, yo. Ask these dudes if they're supposed to be insiders and whatever. These niggas is YouTube jealous fans. Derelicts on the low, man. A lot of these niggas is derelicts that base success off of views. That's why they're comfortable thinking, oh, if I don't watch somebody, they're not gonna grow. No, you don't grow, man. You don't come outside. You don't have a healthy catalog of actual boxing content. What you have is a catalog of sitting around fan, gatherings that don't even support Tank Davis, because Tank Davis just got exposed, right? The tickets wasn't selling, man. And then Jake Paul just used that because Netflix already wasn't filming them, right? Because he was difficult. So now, where are they gonna get the money from? Turkey. You shit it on Turkey, right? You shit it on Turkey. Where's the money gonna come from now, man? Maybe that's a whole nother live I'll do another time, man. I'll wait to see if niggas try to jump on the wave. I want somebody else to jump on it. Shout out to Champside. Great live today, though, Champside. I was over there in it. Great live, though, man. But this is the Source Experience, the news by Shot News Media Marketing Management Consultant Agent, Mr. 15%. Serious inquiries only. Merchandise. Like I said, you want any of my boxing services. Yo, media wise, I'm not into doing media coverage, because what I noticed with my platform, right? Fuck what these niggas talk about the views. You gotta pay for my platform to cover any event. There's a million thirsty content creators that go out there that don't know how to do the job. By all means, hire them. They work for free. They work for nothing. I don't work for free. Look, I don't work for free. You niggas be working for free forever and a day. That's why you never advanced in the game. And then you be mad because you be like, oh, I do views. You do views like Javante Davis sells tickets. Smoke and mirrors. Hopefully, y'all caught that source. Got it. You do have options.